Hi, Dr. Hyder. This is Stephanie. I'm sorry to get back to you so late, but I know you're coming in tomorrow. It's Tuesday night, and I wanted to send you this video so you have the option to do your notes directly from Profiler if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Please let me know if you have any questions. I have a class on Wednesday, but I will try to check my email as much as I can. Okay, so let's get right to it. So on your profiler window, and as you can see, I'm on mine, you may have these little shortcuts called My Appointments and Appointments, and there's also an appointment icon here, okay? So if you have a scheduled appointment, the best way to go through and put your notes into Profiler is actually directly from that appointment screen, and it's not complicated. So we'll go right through it, okay? So my first option is I have a shortcut called My Appointment. So I'm going to click here, the upper left. And then as you can see, it pulls up today's date as the default. If you want to go back and do notes for any other appointments on any other days, you can just click on the down arrow and change that date on the calendar. Okay. So what you do now is you click on this little button right here. Looks like an exclamation point, but that is the load appointments button. So I'm going to click that there. Okay, I have several locations here just because I need the ability to do most of my trainings in various locations. But you will see if you scroll down to the times, so see I have the times here on the left, kind of just like an Outlook calendar if someone's trying to schedule a meeting with you. Excuse me, I can see a little head here at 9 a.m. and that means I have an appointment at that time. And it's under Only Road, so I know that that's what we call our child and adolescent, okay? So if Crystal or the support staff has already checked in your client, all you have to do is double click on that little head, and then you will immediately see all the details of this appointment. Now, I have a client up called Tina Testing. It is not a real client, so it's not any confidential information being shared here. So I wanted to show you an example of what this looks like. So I could even adjust the time here. So my appointment was from 9 to 9:30, but if it went from 9:15, I can just click on 9 a.m. and put 15 there. Okay, and if it didn't go to 9:45, maybe it went to 9:35 a.m., I can just put that time there as well. So that's how long you saw the patient for the duration, okay? The primary provider will always be you. It's showing up as me because I'm doing the note. It will always be you. The attending, you don't have to put, nurses do that. You would be an attending for Virginia, actually. Now, here is one that can get a little tricky. Delivery method. It says client present, okay? That means the client was face-to-face with you, and that's traditionally how E&M office established patient services are done, but we know we are not in a traditional situation right now. So you can click on this down arrow here, and there's an option for COVID-19 telehealth, okay, if it was a telehealth visit, okay? So that's going to be your most common delivery method for telemedicine services. The place of service is listed at the CSB, but if you provided the service telehealth in the client's home, you can select that, or you can even select other community setting if they are out in the community wherever you're meeting with them. Okay, so just one word of advice. I did skip two fields, recipient code and address. You won't have those fields on your screen. Those are specific to me, okay? So I just went over the ones that you are going to see on your actual screen, okay? And if you have any questions about that, Crystal is well-versed in adjusting the start times, the delivery methods, all that kind of stuff. So she can help you actually with the setup up here on the left. Okay, those are the logistics of what we're billing for this person, that for this date and time. Okay, now here you'll see a section called progress notes, and there is a green plus here over to the right. So you click on the green plus, and this is actually where your documentation goes. Now, if Dr. Forte has given you a template, let's say like a Word document, and you have typed your note into a Word document, lots of our doctors like to do that. You could click right in here, and there is a shortcut on your keyboard. If you hold down Control, so CTRL, Control, and then the V key, it will paste any content here. So like if you've opened up a progress note in Word and you've filled that out and you've selected the information and hit copy on that Word document, you click right in here, Control V, and it will paste that entire note. Let me see if I have any drop downs for templates. There is a, let's see, CAS-ICARE Psych Eval. There's also one for ICARE COVID-19 Doctor Note, AV, which stands for Audiovisual Telehealth E&M. And there's also one for the telephone E&M. I'm going to choose telehealth. And then, so you have the option to either paste the note in here, or if you want to enter it directly into Profiler, you can go up here to the template, select the one that makes the most sense. And in this situation, we were doing a telehealth service. So I selected COVID-19 MD Note, AV Telehealth E&M. And then you see it has all this prompts for you. So I would put patient name Tina Testing. Her medical record number is right at the top of the screen, 123450. That's another way you can tell this is a test client. Date of service, and I'm going to put it like it's today. Patient location, I would say at home or wherever the patient was. And then you have a paragraph that just says we're using DoxyMe due to COVID-19 for telehealth. You have CPT code, length of contact. That's, how many minutes it was, the start time. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see kind of all the fields that we fill in for that. So you have several options here. You can write it in Word and then just paste it into this box here, or you can actually type it directly into Profiler if you want to. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that we've completed our note at this time. And what you do is you go to the bottom where it says final signature when you're ready to lock it. Okay, so until we go to this date box, it's the last date box on the left. And see how it checks all these other boxes? Until that last date box is checked, you're able to edit your note. Okay, so if you think you want to come back and be able to make changes to it, you can just click on this top box here, and then it will not lock it down. Okay, if you want to lock your note, completed your note, you want to stamp your electronic final signature on it, which is this right here, you just click the last date box and click OK. Okay, so then what we're going to do is there is a section here where it says, was antipsychotic medication prescribed? And then there's a yes or no there. But if there's any fields on this screen that I have neglected at this time to fill in, it will prompt me when I go to hit save. It'll say, hey, you've missed a field, please complete it. Okay. And then it put a little star because I opened and closed it. And then if I wanted to go back, I could just double click on it here. And then I can actually see my progress note saved. And I'll double click on that directly from my appointment screen. So that makes it pretty easy. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hit OK there, and I'm going to save it. So from this appointment screen, if I double click there and the note is not done, I can put my note in. If it is done, then I will be able to see it right in the box. Okay, so I am going to hit save on that. Okay, now let's say if you don't have this My Appointments shortcut, you may have appointments there, or you may see appointments here. It looks like a calendar icon on your screen. Okay, either one does the same. So I'm going to click on appointments. And the only difference here is that you would have to put your name here in this provider slot. If you click My Appointments, it defaults to you. If you click Appointments, you have to put yourself as a provider in the prompt. And then you just go ahead and select your date. So I'm going to put the 14th. I'm going to hit this icon again. Okay, and I'll scroll down. And then I can see actually on your schedule, Dr. Hyder, that you had a psych eval, looks like from 1 to 3 scheduled on this date. So if you wanted to add your progress note in there, all you'd have to do is double click on there, and you can click the green plus and put your progress note directly in there. Okay, I'm not going to click on it though, because that's your real patient. And just in case I need to put this video out, or I don't want to put any confidential information on the video, but I hope that makes sense. Okay, and I'm going to click save. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to make another short video about what do you do if you want to just put a little non-billable note in the chart, and that process looks a little bit different. But going through the appointments is always the best way to handle or put your note in for a scheduled service. I hope this was helpful. Please reach out to me if you have questions, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.